Hello, my name is Lee Sang-hyo and I study Library and Information Science in Sungkyunkwan University. Now I will introduce my RDF, Old Ontology. The topic is about the classical music. The classical music that we called as classic started from the 15th century. The trend range is from the Renaissance music to the Baroque music to classical music and romanticist music, and last one is the contemporary music. In this ontology, I put only from the Baroque music to the contemporary music. This ontology is for the person who interested in classical music and who is in introductory level. That means who are beginning to like the classical music. And this ontology include as instances only the most famous classical music and the musician. And this is the contents. First one is classes and properties, relationships, instances, and TBC ontology. And here is the classes. I put the 6 main classes. First one is century, means the 17th century from the Baroque to the 20th century in the contemporary. And country, where is the musician born in, Germany, Austria, like this, and genre, symphony, concerto, opera, like this. And music, around the name of the music is for example, around the G string, and Messiah, like this. And musicians is like Mozart, Bach, like this, and trend is, as I mentioned above, Baroque, Classicism, and Romanticism, and contemporary. And this is the properties, and the main is 7 functional properties here. Blue one, dark blue one, is the century has musician and musician create the music, like this. And here is the trend of 2 kinds of trend of. First one is the relationship between musician and trend, and the next one is the relationship between music and trend. And this is the 5 object properties, the light blue one, especially the inverse of the main 7 functional properties. But the count of the 5 object properties and 7 functional properties is different, because some properties does not need the inverse properties. And this green one means the 4 data type properties. And this is the example of the properties. Here you can see this create. For example, create is the type of functional property. This means musician domain. Musician created the music. And here you can see the inverse of properties. This the name is created. Here is created. This is the RDF type object property. Music is created by the musician, and you can see also the inverse property here. And this is the data type property. This is the product here is used by music when this music is produced, like this. So I just put the year. So I set the range of the integer, and this is data type property. And here is the music link. I put some URI to go to directly to the YouTube to listen to the music. But here is the range of URI, so I just put the string. And this is the relationships of all my ontology. This is the classes, and this circular one is the data type property, and this blue one is the functional property, and this red one means the object property. For example, musician was born in the country, and country has musician. And here this only the one way direct means the it does not need the inverse properties. For example, century has musician, and here music is trend of this trend. For example, Ronaldo is trend of classicism, like this. And here you can see data type product will explain the classes. I put the 77 instances in here. For example, look at the right side, which I screenshot. First one, century is the 4 instances, and the country from Austria, England, like this. And genre is the 12 instances in symphony, suite, sonata, requiem, like this. And I also explain what this symphony means and sonata means, like this. And this is the trend, Baroque, as I mentioned above already 2 times. Baroque, classicism, contemporary, romanticism. And this is the instances of the music. For example, the air on the G string and Swan Lake in Korean, 백조의 호수, and 주선상의 aria, like this. And you can also see the 13 different musicians: Beethoven, Bach, Handel, Chopin, Debussy, like this. And I will introduce about the TBC ontology. First one is the century. If you click the century classes, and you can see you can get the information about the musicians and trends who lived in this century. For example, in the 17th century, Antonio Vivaldi and George Frederick Handel and Johann Sebastian Bach lived in 17th century. And the main trend of the 17th century is the Baroque. And if I put the inverse properties, and then you can see in the century section, century classes section. And next one is the country classes. User can get the information about the country and its famous musician. For example, Bach, Brahms, Beethoven, Wagner is born in the Germany. Look at here, country. In the country site, Germany has Bach, like this. And this is the genre class. For example, the symphony. You can see what is the symphony means here. Feature of the genre, the data type property. Symphony is extended musical composition in Western classical music, most often written by composers for orchestra. And this means this is the music for the orchestra. For example, air on the G string, Mozart Symphony number 40 in G minor, like this. And Symphony number 94, Surprise, means 놀람 교향곡, like this. And next one is the music. This is the main class. And here is the name, and this music is created by Johann Sebastian Bach, and this music is genre of symphony, and this music is trend of Baroque, and this music is produced in 1723 by the Johann Sebastian Bach, like this. And if you click this music link, this is the YouTube link, and you can go to directly to the YouTube link in this TBC ontology, like this. This is the screen capture that you can see. Here you can go to like this kind of classes, and this is the main, and this if you click the internet. Next one is the musician classes. For example, Schubert, birth to death, birth year and death year, and what music he created. For example, the Elchonic, this means the Mawang, the Schöne Müllerin, and piano quintet like this, the Traut, Sunger. And he was born in Austria, and his trend of Romanticism. And last one is the trend class. User can get the information about a certain trend. For example, Baroque. Baroque has musician of Antonio Vivaldi and Handel and Bach like this, and this belongs to century. Because if you can catch this one, music trend relationship exists here, but the trend music relationship does not, because as I mentioned above, trend does not need inverse properties.